Hey guys, welcome to the Cow Emporium. Today's video is just a little bit of this and that, harvesting from the garden and preserving the way that we preserve, and a little bit about $50 February. We haven't really had a lot of time this summer to put up many $50 February videos. It's not that we're not planning for it, we just been too busy to post videos about that. So $50 February this year, always exciting time. A couple of things are different this time. We have a freezer full of beef, so just the challenge itself is going to feel a little bit different from that perspective. Now, a lot of people do have freezers full of meat that they've harvested themselves. Meat's always been that one that we sort of struggled with, but I made some personal changes this year. I've decided that I'm not working full-time off the farm. I'm going to work on my mental and physical health, and so that's taken a bit of a priority. So having a freezer full of meat and vegetables and fruit was super duper important for me, because the uncertainty of working, say, casual and not knowing what those hours would look like is just something that was super important for me, to make sure that we did have that protein source in the freezer and we weren't just relying on our homegrown chicken and eggs, even though, I mean, we made that work before. But that's why I just wanted to let you know that this challenge does feel a little bit different than the ones before. So let's see what's been going on in the garden and the preserving department, and thanks for coming along. Appreciate y'all. I'm back in the big garden. It's getting to be mid-September, and this is our sweet potato row here. And I just did some looking online. We ordered these slips from the Alberta sweet potato growers, and so they say that you can see we harvested one plant here just to try it. The potatoes were pretty good size, but we noticed they weren't sweet like sweet potatoes are usually. And so that's because the starches in them haven't started converting into sugars. So they said to cut the tops off of them, and then they'll start to cure underground. Sweet potatoes are very finicky with the temperature. They don't want to be in soil that is 10 degrees Celsius or less. So that's coming upon us pretty soon here. And said to let them cure in the ground for a couple of days and then dig them up carefully, because they grow kind of oddly and in different spots. We found that when we dug up this one plant here, there was a nice size sweet potato that I ended up breaking. So I don't want to do that to all my potatoes. All right, let's see what we got for ginger. Ginger is one of these plants that takes so long to grow, and really what you get from it, for the most part, for me anyway, is not disappointing, because it's fresh ginger, but it's also surprisingly small amount of new growth on the ginger. So what is new growth is this. What is new growth is this stuff right here. So this was the original plant, and that little nub there is the fresh ginger on it. And I started this is October 2023, and I started this ginger in January of this year, 2023. That's how long it takes to grow here in southern Alberta. Today it's October 20th, and I'm out in the garden, and I'm gonna harvest from this cabbage tunnel. Everything that's in there eventually today or tomorrow. On Tuesday this coming week, we are going to have we're gonna have -9 Celsius here, so anything that's out here is going to be toast. We do have a few carrots in the ground yet. They looked super small and a little bit hairy, you know how they are when they're not quite growing just right. So over this next few days, Glenn and I are going to take out absolutely everything that we want to save, and if we decide we don't want it later or whatever, we'll give it to the chickens or compost it, and we'll have an absolute fridge full of yummy things. Let's do it. What do we have hidden under frost cover number 1? We have these cabbages. There are some Napa cabbages and some just round green cabbages. Now I know they have names, but I don't know the names of them specifically. So, ooh, that's exciting to see some of the green cabbages formed in there. That means that we weren't skunked this year, because I literally put in my garden boxes like the 2 or 3 cabbages that we did get, minus a couple of like the Chinese cabbages that, the Napa cabbages that we used ourselves. All right, let's get her done. This is what they look like just fresh out of the garden. So I got some cabbages that are formed, and then I got some like this one here. The lights are on, but nobody's home. So if those cabbage leaves aren't totally infested by bugs or eaten up like the outside of these ones, I mean, the chickens will love that. Then I'm gonna keep those greens, because greens isn't a big thing that we eat here, but I know my friends down south for sure eat the greens. So, I mean, they're good for you, so I might as well do it, right? Okay, so let's see what we got. I brought this bowl out to put the cabbage in to take in. So let's see if I'm too optimistic or not. So far, I've done 2 Napa cabbages. And this one is so tidy, you can see I just undressed it right there. That one there, I kind of ripped it apart, and I'm like, I don't really need to do that. Anyway, all right, let's keep going. Okay, my friends, that's the cabbage damage. I opened everybody up, and certainly this Napa cabbage, I'm not going to be able to save the leaves that are there. However, I should be able to go through these cabbage leaves, and you see how there doesn't seem to be any bug damage on these. I don't see any obvious bugs. So how about I try and save some of those? And oh yeah, here's what I got. Yeah, it didn't fit in the bowl. So I got 5 beautiful Napa cabbages in there. This one is a good size. This one's very tight and compact, so it's actually pretty heavy. And I've got these cabbages here now. These ones are just round cabbages, but these ones are meant to be pointed. And so if anybody knows what those cabbages are actually called, let me know, because you can see how it's growing like that. Yeah, it's meant to grow so that it like gets pointed at the top. Anyway, I got quite a few of those. Looks like I got 4 of the round cabbages, and then 6 and a little bit of those other ones. So holy cow, I'm gonna wrap these individually into the fridge. I don't think I'm gonna wash them before they go in. There's a little wet on them just from water, the rain we've had, so I'm gonna just leave it at that. Sometimes I do worry about these Napa cabbages being brad in the middle, but I have had several of those recently, and none of them have been rotten in the middle. So, but I'm still going to wrap these individually just to be sure, and of course so that they don't rot each other. You guys all got these bugs, box elder beetles. I don't know, they're harmless, but there's like 1 million of them this year. Anyway, Tuesday night, hopefully we'll take care of those guys. All right, thanks for watching my cabbage harvest.